There we go.
Good to go. Action.
Hi, I'm Kane.
I'm Bill.
I'm Tony.
I'm Steve.
And this is Super Happy Fun Time. Right?
Show me soon.
Hi, I'm Kane.
I'm Bill.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Steve.
And Steve wasn't looking.
Hey, I'm Bill.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Kane.
And we're Boy Genius Productions. And
Howdy. No, not howdy. Hi, I'm Steve.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Bill.
And I'm Kane.
And we are Boy Genius Productions. What we got here is a show, Super Happy Fun Time, to be precise, and that sounds stupid.
hey, I'm Bill.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Kane. And we're starting over. Hi, I'm Kane.
I'm Bill.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Steve.
And we're Boy Genius Productions, bringing you a show called Super Happy Fun Times.
Now you might be thinking, what's Super Happy Fun Times? Well, we're about to tell you. Super Happy Fun Times is us going around to local businesses around Thunder Bay and showing you, the viewer, on what you're gonna...
I had some awkward poses in that one.
I noticed, you're
My
like...
foot was over here, I was like...
and then you're like... And I'm like...
All right. Hi, I'm Kane.
I'm Bill.
You're like, I'm Bill. Hi, I'm Kane.
I'm Bill. Each week we'll be drawing straws to figure out which one of us is going to be taking part in the event. And it should... Leave it to me.
You know, we can always cut into other footage too, right?
What footage?
I don't know.
There's no other footage.
Okay, let's do it one more and it's this thing.
Hold up.
And if it's still like a shit.
Can you even use
Yeah, we can.
It might look funny.
Okay.
4 mediocre jobs to make a decent one.
Hi, I'm Kane.
I'm Bill.
I'm Anthony.
And I'm Steve.
And we're Boy Genius Production. And you're watching Super Happy Fun Times.
Now, Super Happy Fun Time is us going around to local businesses around Thunder Bay and testing what they have to offer so you, the viewer, know what to expect when you go in.
Mixed in with these experiments will be several of our short videos that we've created just for you, the viewers.
Each week we'll be drawing straws to figure out which one of us will be taking part in the selected experiment. So be sure to tune in each week to see what we're up to.
Super Happy Fun Time!
Muriel, darling, we cannot keep doing this.
I know. It's just that I'm torn between the love of two men. One, a bad boy from the wrong side of the tracks, and you, a wealthy entrepreneur.
But Muriel, it's me, Vincent St. John, wealthy entrepreneur. I can take you away from all of this.
Oh, Vince.
My jet's parked outside. We can be on my island within the hour.
But what about...
Wyman D. Ortiz? I don't think he'll be bothering us again.
Think again, Vinny. Your elaborate plan of throwing me on your private island has failed. Your sharks were no match to me. I swam here in one night.
That's impossible!
Wrong again. I'm from the wrong side of the tracks. Or had you forgotten? I can handle anything.
What's going on? Wyman, what happened to you? Vincent, what is he talking about?
Nothing, my love. He's a liar. And a madman.
You're the madman, and for once and for all, I'm gonna stop you and win Muriel's heart.
No!
I think this episode is medieval fighting.
LARPing, if you will.
LARPing.
It's not LARPing.
It's not.
How is
LARPing.
it not LARPing?
It's
Not LARPing. They were very specific on their website.
Live action role playing?
There's
It's
no
not?
there's no role playing involved.
Oh.
It's just fighting. They were very specific that it is not LARPing.
Oh, well then. I believe we should find a different place then.
They have a whole page of rules. It's like, I don't know, it's a giant document, and I'm hoping that we don't need to memorize all those rules.
They do look pretty interesting, and
Mhm.
they get pretty crazy. It's not just like.
Got you.
Yeah.
People doing like spins.
Yeah. They look pretty legitly intense.
Yeah, no, there's like some videos online here I'm looking up right now
Yeah.
where they're explaining how to like make stuff and like showing you attacks and
Yeah.
blocks and whatever.
And I know they go to international events,
Yeah.
and you know, they got a pretty big crowd a lot of these
130
times.
people are usually on this thing. They have one-on-ones too, which look pretty cool. But
Yeah.
the big battle ones is like 130 people just going crazy. Tony, if you were to get picked for this, would you have some form of, I guess we were saying, character that you would pick?
I don't know. I would just pick the weapon first, and then the character would come.
Well, which weapon would you pick?
Well, I'd have to go there and see what weapon they have.
We have to make
You
your
can-
own.
Yeah, any kind of weapon. Like you can get like a war hammer.
Fine, I'd bring a gun then. Problem solved. I win. I'd be a
No.
peasant.
Be a peasant.
A lowly peasant.
That's good, I guess. Fair.
What would your fighting style be?
Crazy peasant.
Crazy peasant?
With magic?
Yes.
With magic.
Disqualified.
Would you have your own? Because you can make your own house symbols too, apparently, for this. So would you have your own symbol? What would your symbol be? Someone
It'd be-
stealing bread, or?
No, it'd be a werewolf, but reversed. Or the dragon, but upside down.
Fair enough.
We can't afford a real symbol. We have to Photoshop them upside down. You know, I'd definitely go with a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Stand back, you know, so you don't get hit all the time. You know, stand back and do a bunch of damage while not being in trouble.
Could work.
Probably dress up as like a Legolas.
Nice.
Kind of the fact that it's Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, well, you know, he's dreamy.
Who would you fight with, Bill?
You know, I've always been a fan of the medieval genre, I guess. I think it's pretty cool. I've always thought sword fighting was cool. And so, you know, if I had to do this, you know, I'd probably be channeling some Braveheart or some Mel Gibson, you know, something along those lines. Get some face paint and some crazy hair, and you know, I'd go out there and I'd give her, I think.
You come out on a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd
With
give
the
a
sword in
huge
the air.
speech.
And before you die, you have to yell one thing: freedom. I'm pretty deep into Game of Thrones right now, so I'd probably have to pick somebody from Game of Thrones. Maybe like Ned Stark or Jon Snow.
Sansa.
I can
Everyone
see
wants
you
to be
saying
Sansa.
Joffrey is the best king around.
Yeah, I could pull that off. Probably not. Thanks, Steve.
I guess it's that time that we pull out the straws and start picking.
Yeah.
Tis a tis.
Got him right here.
Nice. I'll
King?
go first here. I really hope it's me.
Ah!
Darn! I really wanted to Game of Thrones that up.
Anthony?
Tony, Alright.
Alright. Ah,
nice guy.
Alright.
Bravehearting it up, are you?
Oh, I'll Braveheart it up.
Nice. I'm looking
Nice.
forward to this.
We should go in there with like fake blood platters, and then that way when we hit us, we'll be like, blah, and all this blood will come out, and it'll scare everybody.
Sausages and fake meat. Blah. All right. Well, I guess we should probably get on out of here and start our prep for this then.
I'm gonna go start training.
In a city that never sleeps, one man rules the streets with fear and violence.
I want my drugs on the street by tonight. No, tomorrow night. No, next day. I want it tonight.
Two men will stand against him.
Greg! Bangkok! Get your asses in here now!
What's up, sir?
You're working on this or I'll get chained to a desk for a month.
Hell no. In all due respect, no way, sir.
Now, in order to put down the mob, they'll have to put up with each other.
Man, they forgot my fries. We gotta go back.
We're absolutely not going back.
What? The cops in the city are weak. We didn't think by the book here. I never learned how to read.
Is this the part where we play good cop, bad cop? This is the part where we play bad cop, bad motherfucker. Alright, you go, I'll cover you.
What? No! You go! I'll cover you! Kill them all!
Freeze! Get out of the car!
No one can stop us.
I love you.
I know.
Gotta get this guy!
Make a hole! No one can stop me!
We're here at the Lakehead University, the hangar, to check out some medieval combat. Bill's gonna get right in there and check it out. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. Get to play with some swords, so let's do it up.
So Belegarth is a medieval combat sport. We fight with weapons that are made out of fiberglass cores and foam and covered in cloth, and we're recreating medieval hand-to-hand combat safely as possible.
So when I first got there, they put me through some rigorous training to learn the rules of the game, and sort of so I could defend myself a little better when I went out there and didn't just get mercilessly killed over and over again. So it was pretty interesting. You get hit in the arm, you lose an arm. You get hit in the leg, you use a leg. Hit in the chest or neck, then you're out. You're allowed to kick people's shields. You're allowed to bash or push or anything like that. So it does get a little bit physical, and the foam weapons, they don't hurt, but I mean you can still swing them pretty hard, like enough that you feel satisfied in your swing, and the person taking the impact is going to feel the impact too. I'm so one-sided. This is going to get brutal for me. Honestly, I thought I was going to do a lot better than I did. I've watched a lot of movies, medieval movies, and I thought I could go out there and hold my own at least, and I couldn't at all. I died a lot.
Okay, that's the arm pierced. Jacob, I'm back to the original.
I would be doing really well. I'd block a couple attacks, maybe get a hit in on somebody, and then I get hit in the head with an arrow, or in the back. On your own, Bill. When I got my first kill, I was thrilled. I thought it was awesome. I was so proud of myself after I had been dying for about an hour straight. And I actually got it on one of the bigger guys, one of the big guys that was really suited up, and he looked really legit, and I saw him out there taking out a bunch of people, and I think I got him in the leg, but it counts. If this was real life, he'd have one leg, and he wouldn't be fighting any more battles, so that's a win for me as far as I'm concerned.
First kill!
They stressed that it's not live action role playing, it's not LARPing, it's strictly fighting and combat sport. That being said, costumes are encouraged, so I thought I would try to deck myself out in some kind of medieval garb, which I'm pretty sure I also failed at. My costume was about as good as my fighting skills, I believe. But some of the people out there looked really cool. They went all out. They had big painted shields and helmets and armor and all kinds of crazy stuff. It was a lot of fun. I would probably do that, more often. It was a good workout, a better workout than I thought it was going to be. I was a sweaty mess the whole time.
Do you think you're gonna get picked last?
Yes, I better be. And it was a lot of fun. It was really intense, and it's when you're in there, it's a lot more of a blast than it looks like when you're watching. It's really intense. Do you want to do that again? I said it's like 900 times.